Hey guys, Autumn here, and today we are going to be doing a little bit of digital art, but not just on the iPad. This first bit here is on the iPad because I was working on a sketch and I kind of liked it, so I transferred it over. I also adjusted some proportioning things, as you can see me doing here, and did a bit of a color sampling thing and figuring out the colors that I wanted for this. And then I transferred it onto a new toy that I have. Today I'm going to be talking about the HUION GT-191, which is one of their older screen tablets, but a still, nevertheless, gorgeous screen tablet. It's a 19.5 inch screen, which means it's huge, and it comes with its own stand. So what you're watching me do is, I'm actually working in the program Krita, I think is the program that this one is. Yeah, I'm working in Krita in this, or Krita, depending on the way you pronounce it. And I am playing around with my settings and things and getting adjusted to working on a computer, because normally I don't. I work on my iPad, and I'm extremely used to that. So I'm playing around with that. The HUION tablet that I got came with 2 rechargeable pens, which was really cool, a pen holder with extra nibs, a smudge guard, like glove thing, a screen protector that's got a paper matte feel to it, plus all the cords and cables you need depending on if you use an HDMI or one of the blue-topped AVI cables. I think it's an AVI cable. Could be very wrong on that. And all of the instructions perfectly how to put it together, download the software for it, and basically get it to work. I have had very, very few, if any, issues with this tablet. The only thing I've noticed, as my computer yells at me, the only thing that I've noticed is that towards the edge of the screen, the syncing with the pen is a little off. But I feel like I've heard that's very common for HUION, so that doesn't surprise me. And if I've said Wacom at all, it's totally not the one that I'm trying to talk about. I'm trying to talk about HUION. But I have tried a couple different programs with it, trying to figure out what I like. It's definitely fun to play around with a screen tablet, but it's definitely going to take me time to get used to it. As someone who normally does traditional art and not necessarily digital art, it's different. You'll see me playing around with smudging and trying to figure it out. I actually tried to record this video as soon as I got the tablet, but because I was so unfamiliar with the programs I was trying to use, I ended up spending a couple days figuring out how to adjust my more traditional skill set to work with the more digital mindset of things, so like digitally smudging and painting and getting things to look right, and I still was not comfortable with it. The one thing that I use on the iPad when I do digital pieces there is clipping masks and mask layers and things of that nature. I don't know exactly how to do that in any of the other programs, so it's interesting. I'm trying my best to figure out how those things work on computer as opposed to just Procreate on the iPad, because it was extremely easy to learn on the iPad, and here it's like I select the layer and drop the color in ? So if you guys have any tutorials you can send my way as to how to do clipping masks and things, or just a basic guide to using like Photoshop or Krita or Clip Studio, I have all of these programs. So knowing what I'm doing would be very helpful. So to the illustration that I'm doing, I drew this in my new ELO sketchbook that I have, which I definitely am planning on doing a sketch with me very soon. That's actually what I was going to do for this video, but since I had the HUION, I wanted to share that with you guys. So I sketched it in my sketchbook, transferred it onto my iPad into Procreate. I lined it because I found that my lining is extremely shaky on the HUION right now because I'm still trying to get like this stabilization to work the way I want it to. because in Procreate I have it so it smooths the lines the way I like it, and I can't figure out how to do that right now in Krita, so I'm working on it. And I did the colors and stuff on my iPad because it's just a little easier for me to color pick and just do my clipping masks and layering to color and everything on there. But I did have to go back in and clean up some things because this was originally going to be my rough color study, but I kind of fell in love with the colors, so I left it alone. So next time I'll probably not do that. So as far as the illustration actually goes, it is a fairy. I kind of centered the idea. I drew her flower hat first because I was kind of out of ideas, and I was thinking, okay, what do the YouTubers that I normally watch draw? And I'd been watching Doodle Date, and Steph has her cereal fairies, and I was thinking about, oh, what if I do a fairy? I don't want to do a cereal fairy, but what if I do a fairy? And then I just kind of went from there with the flower and leaf idea. If I'd taken more time, this would have been really pretty and a lot more thought out than I think it was. Because here it's more of a practice than I intended it to be. So next time, I think, because I'm definitely going to rework this piece. I think I'm going to make it into a sticker or something. I'm going to add more detailing on the skirt, on the petal. Like, everything will be a little bit neater and nicer. So there's that. To finish off my thoughts on the tablet, though, I would definitely recommend it for somebody who's a beginner like myself. It is a good way to ease yourself out of, I guess, using one of the more flat, like I can't think of it. One of the Intuos drawing tablets from Wacom, if you've got one of those, or even a cheaper version of one of those. Just the flat ones with the pen, and you don't draw on a screen. It's just flat plastic that you draw on. I think this is a more realistically priced, and almost to what I've seen, it's about as accurate, and it works better sensitivity-wise than one of the Intuos drawing tablets. So I'd say this is a step up and in a more standardized direction for things like animation and digital art, and just more, from what I hear, industry standard for artists is Wacom. I feel like this is a good step in that direction for artists who don't want to spend $600 on a Wacom drawing tablet or a Cintiq. It's a beautiful drawing tablet, and it works really well, and I don't know if I've said this, but I'm not sponsored by them. This was something I picked up for myself and I thought was awesome, and I got it for about $300 on Amazon, and it got to me in 2 days, and it set up in about 30 minutes, but the only reason it took 30 minutes was because I had to shift my desks around so it fit. So end of story. I would recommend the HUION GT-191, I think is what this one is. It's ginormous. It's beautiful. The only thing that it lacks are the touch controls, but I did that intentionally because I knew that would shrink the screen size that I would be getting, and I also didn't want it to be a 19.5-inch drawing tablet and then take up like 25 inches on my desk because it has the touchscreen controls and things. So if you want that, there are versions that have the touch controls and things, but mine is just a drawing tablet that looks like a monitor, which is what I wanted. So I got everything I wanted. I think I'm going to stop rambling now. If you guys are interested in the HUION, I will link it down below where I got it from. Again, not sponsored, just I actually really like it and I wanted to share it with you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in next week's video. Bye everyone!
Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to check out another one over there, and if you want to see the full playlist for this series, check out over here. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone!